Hello, my name's Craig Stalker, and I've entitled this video, A Tribute to Carla Schroeder. Carla, did you notice? Not the misplaced L. Carla and I first met each other when we were placed together in a team of 5 individuals taking an internet marketing course on the power of the social networks sites and their influence on network marketing. I must admit that I'm a newbie to the internet and particularly to internet marketing. And if it wasn't for people like Carla Schroeder with a background in marketing in an MLM environment and the other 3 people who made up part of our team, I wouldn't be this far. I wouldn't be given this video, much less given a chance to complete this course. Now, the only way I can really develop my admiration for people like Carla and her leadership skills is to put it into the context of a talk I recently heard given by Colin Powell. Colin Powell gave a talk on motivation and leadership. Now, there's a couple things that I am assuming here, and I want anyone that's going to listen to this video to assume. I'm not going to talk about motivation. Motivation to me is a given when it comes to a person like Carla Schroeder. It isn't something that even has to be talked about. You just assume it's there. High motivation. And the second thing is grounding. Firmly grounded in her private life, in her social life, and firmly grounded in the position she holds within not only her household but in society generally. High motivation and grounding are 2 characteristics that don't even need to be discussed when it comes to a person like Carla Schroeder. Colin Powell in his talk talked about the building blocks he felt were necessary to form the foundation for leadership potential. Of course, in his case, it was his family, his schooling, his time at the military academy, and of course his march through the ranks of the military. It was that, he thought, it gave somebody the possibility of leadership abilities. Now today on the internet, and particularly in internet marketing, we hear a lot about dominance. I know it seems to be the word of the day. I know Carla and I have heard a lot about it because we're attending the same courses and we can hear the same things. But it isn't just in the courses that we're taking. I know my brother's a real estate agent and he's taking an internet course and on as it affects the real estate industry, and he's also being he's also being instructed in terms of dominance, dominating a particular segment of the real estate industry. It seems to be the term of the day when it comes to the internet. That's not what I'm talking about here, and that's not where I'm placing Carla. To me, dominance is a position. It's the occupation of a preeminent position. It's a power over people. It really has nothing to do with the person's energies, their capabilities, their skills. Leadership, on the other hand, and this is where I put people like Carla. Leadership is the ability. It's the ability to guide, the ability to lead, to direct somebody down the path. It's an ability that's acquired over years of experience to include the ability to communicate. And this is where I put Carla Schroeder. I don't see Carla as going out and trying to dominate an industry, but I see her as a stable and steady leader. Now let me give you an example of what I mean by that, because I'm not talking about Carla or any other member of my group just for the sake of listening to myself give a video. Each of these people are showing characteristics that to me make up outstanding individuals. For example, in Carla's case, if you go to any of these internet marketing sites now, almost without exception, each of the instructors at those sites will tell you about their prior failures in MLM, under the MLM business model. They'll talk about their years of trying this and trying that, staying within the model and not doing anything at all. And then they'll tell you that when they learn to grasp and take a hold of whatever they're trying to promote at that time, that's when they got into and were making the gazillions of dollars they're making today. Not the case. When you talk to Carla Schroeder, she's not coming from a position of failure. Carla Schroeder has been in and worked within what is now considered the older MLM business model very successfully for years and years and years. She is now looking at the internet to build, not to develop from the ground, but to build upon her years of success. So when you go to somebody like Carla, she doesn't come to you as somebody that can only talk about what is currently the status of something. If you talk to her about building a business within the MLM business model, she has years of background in the more traditional business model. She has that experience to be able to relate to anybody that she talks to. That's that experience that can help virtually anybody interested in that business model as it applies to the internet succeed in that business model. And I just can't help but think, as I think about all the people in our group, how this all fits together. We're all taking courses from people half our age, with half our experience. And I gotta say, I have the highest respect for those people. They have a lot they can teach me. We go to them because they seem to have a handle on the forces driving the internet today, the personalities driving the internet. And that is a tremendous advantage to us, those of us that don't have a handle on that capability. And I think anybody wanting to get involved in marketing and internet marketing should take courses from these people that have a handle on the pulse of the internet today. But my advice to anybody is to go to somebody like Carla Schroeder when it comes time to gather, when it comes time to organize, when it comes time to filter out that information that's necessary and that information that's unnecessary in the development of, say, an individual's internet business plan. That's the time when you go to people like Carla Schroeder, who have the background both in the traditional MLM business model as well as a understanding of that business model, how it applies to the internet. That's when somebody like Carla can give anybody interested in learning a solid foundation upon which they then can predicate their own success. Carla, have a good day. I cherish you as a friend and as a confidant. Bye for now.